Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome to a little tutorial here. This is going to be my first tutorial here, so forgive me if it is a little bad. This one here is going to be a 1.15 starter house that includes bees. Now, normally you shouldn't be able to do this because, you know, you're just starting out the game and you wouldn't really have silk touch or anything. But if you go out and you find yourself in a plains, flower forest, or a something else, another biome that I forgot what the name was called, starting out good already. But if you find yourself in the forest and you see a beehive like this in a tree, that's where you're going to start this build. So this build here is going to be started, you know, around the tree. So this one tree here, this beehive, is going to be the focus of the build, and that's what you need to start it. So as long as you have that in your location, you should be sweet to start it, and then you'll at least have, you know, bees outside in your backyard to start out the build, you know. So I did go two different variations. This one here I'm kind of not really impressed with, but it's okay. It's a bit bigger than this one over here, but I think it's probably a bit too ambitious for a starter house. It's quite large in terms of everything else. This one here is quite nice and, you know, simple and easy, and I don't know, it's quite like this one over that other one I was just playing around and giving it a little go of we can close that, thank you. Giving it a little go and play around and things. I don't really like this stairway, but we'll fix that in the little build just over here. So yeah, this is pretty much what we're going to be working on. And yeah, just as I said before, just remember that you find yourself a tree with a beehive in there, and yeah, let's just start into it. So this is pretty much what we're going to be working with just here. This is our palette down here, just pretty much oak. We got a little bit of spruce in here. Hopefully you guys can find some. If not, just use regular oak. It's still going to look okay, or at least maybe some birch to change up the wood color tones and things. And we just have some stone and cobblestone just to, you know, help out with some like other contours of colors, and this is probably the only materials you're going to have when you're really starting out. So pretty much we're just going to go over here, and this is our base just here. So we got our layouts for our posts and our like corners and things. So it's essentially just one here in the corner. We come across 3 spaces and place another one, and then we come up 2 spaces and place another one, and then go across 3, another one, and another across 3 and place another log. Then we come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th one we place a log, we leave a little gap, and we place one more log, and then leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 space, and then leave that log there, and then just that should all line up. So we're just going to go ahead and bring up every little block here by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do the same for this one here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Same for these ones. Let's just get them all the way up. Oh, don't stop flying, because, you know, that's what you do. And there we go. I'm going to bring up these ones here by 6 as well. Nice. And these ones again. And boop. There we go. And we're going to do this on just here as well, and this one just here. Boom, there we go. Nice, looking pretty good right now. You know, not really at all. We're going to go ahead and add a cross beam to all of these, one up, so it'll be on the second log up, and this is just going to be like our floor level. So the reason why I just kind of raise it up, I think it looks a little bit better. It gives you room for like some movement down under, I suppose you could say. We're going to go ahead there. We might change our front stairs a little bit, so hopefully this is fine for the moment. Hopefully you guys can forgive me if I change what I'm doing halfway through. But yeah, anyways, we can go ahead and just lay in all of our inner sides. This is pretty much all we need to do in here, and this will just be our inside little platform. Come across here, do the same thing. Now with our stairs, we can use some oak, and there we go. Some spruce logs just there. We can go ahead and place some of these slabs just here to save a little bit of wood. You know, why not if we can. We're going to go ahead and use some fences. Actually, while I think of it, we're going to go ahead and just grab some oak fences, just because that's probably going to be our main resource that we have for the meantime. So we're probably going to use that more so than anything else. So basically just go around and just add it down underneath the building. I think it kind of adds a little bit of structure. You can go ahead and break a few of these if you want to make it like a little bit more like scattered a little bit. I'm not sure which kind of version I like better yet. Yeah, it makes it a bit more like I don't know, worn down and things. I don't know, I kind of like the look of it, but yeah, and again, I'm not really sure. And you can just go ahead and add a couple of fence posts just here as well. Maybe we'll go take them to the side actually. Yeah, I kind of like that a bit better. So that's looking pretty good so far. We can then go ahead and just fill in our walls. We're going to leave one space in the middle just there, and then finish off this one just here. Probably going to do just 3 high. I think we'll do the 4 high. There we go, and we can do the same on this side as well. And just leave your middle piece just in here for our windows that we are gonna fill in later. We're gonna leave these 2 spaces just here for a door, and then fill in those ones just there, and then do the same thing again on this side and add a little bit more and leave that just there. Looking pretty good. I do love like the nice windows and, you know, open lighting and stuff in these kind of builds. I think it really just helps out a lot with especially lighting, and then you don't have to put so many torches around and things, that it just kind of helps the place a little bit more, I think. So we can go ahead and fill in this doorway now. It's going to be our doorway just there, and go ahead and do that. And while we're up here, we can get some spruce fences. I think it just makes it look a little bit better, and just chuck those in there. I mean, you could probably go ahead and add these as spruce as well. It depends really what you have as far as materials and things go. I kind of like the spruce a little bit better myself. But yeah, while we have this stuff here inside, we can go ahead and add a little bit of detail just in here. So just really what you want to go ahead and do is just kind of break these up. Just throw in a couple of these around, a couple of stairs, so you don't actually fall in. But, you know, it just adds a little bit of detail around the place. It really helps it up, break things up a little bit, stop it looking so consistent and all that kind of stuff. So we can put a couple of those in here as well. Let's put one of those. Just kind of got to make sure that you don't have the outside showing, and that's pretty much all you need to worry about for that. And you just kind of go around slapping in some random pieces here and there. Makes it look a bit more like of a rundown kind of place. You know, it's just, you start a house, it's not meant to look excellent. Just kind of really do it, pick as choose as you please. You know how you want it to look, it's really up to you guys if you even want to do this at all. Probably don't do it near the windowsill just because of our glass situation. It could make it look a little bit funny. We can do that there, maybe not there because it's on the same side. I guess we'll do one more above the door, and that there's looking pretty good. Do something outside as well. Let's chuck in one of you, and that's looking pretty good. Maybe we can do that as well. There we go. So if you look on the outside, our base is looking, you know, alright at the moment. You know, it's looking pretty plain, but you know, we'll get there. We'll add the details that we need. We can, however, go ahead and start with this back area just down here, I think, so we can get these stairs coming down. Really, all I did here was just a step here, and then put a slab just there. So you can go ahead and slab these ones up if you'd like. I did use trapdoors over there, but if you don't have them, obviously don't worry about not, like, you know, using them and things. If you can, that's awesome. If you can't, you know, it works either way. It doesn't really affect the build. It just kind of adds this kind of little something extra to the build. So it's kind of like a little barrier kind of thing. I don't know, I kind of like it. We can go ahead and add in our fences just coming out this way. We'll probably go about there, and we'll bring it all the way across as well. And then coming down, we'll leave that open. We'll open this one here, and we'll get some gates. There we are. We'll go spruce. Obviously you can do this again as oak. I'm just using this one here just to change up the texturing a little bit. And yeah, I don't know, I kind of like the way this looks as well, but yeah, we've already discussed that. But we can come inside, and yeah, that's pretty much that there, done. We just really have to work on our roof now and all that kind of stuff. All I did was come around to the side here. I did normal and normal facing stairs. And then I came from this side, I did upside down, this upside down this way, and then it was normal, and then we go upside down this way, and this, we go to this way, there we go. So that's just kind of like adds a little something extra to that one. So we'll go ahead and do that on these sides because it can be a bit confusing. So all we want to do is upside down facing the stairs. Then we're going to do upside down, upside down, upside down. And then we go normal, normal, break you, normal, and normal. And then we do upside down this way. And then we do upside down this way and this way. So we go. That's like a nice little texture to the roof. I think we'll go ahead and add in our 4 on this side. Oh my god, this is bad. There we go. And then we can do these ones here again as well. So we go ahead and do just like that, and that there's looking pretty good, I think. So we go ahead and add in our last row of walls, our roofing, and yeah, I think that's pretty much that first layer there done. There we go. So for the front here, you just want to go ahead and remove these kind of steps just here. Sorry about that little mistake just there. And then we're going to go ahead and keep these as 1, 2, 3, and 4 high. So go ahead and fix that one up as well. And then we can go ahead and pop in a couple of stairs just here. We're then going to do an upside down stair on either side. There we go. And then we'll just do a regular stair on this side just here. And then we can come underneath and do upside down, and then we'll do an upside down this way and an upside down this way, and then we'll get a trap door and throw that one there in the middle. So it kind of adds a little bit of something extra just there. I don't know if we're going to go with the cobblestone. It kind of makes the build look a little funky. But if you do have the trapdoors, you can go ahead and pop them in around this kind of areas. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. If you do, awesome. You can go ahead and pop them in just up here and add that little bit of extra detail to the build. So we are going to go ahead and there we go. Double that one there up and make it kind of look a little bit interesting. So I guess we can go ahead and start with the roof just here. This is a pretty simple roof design, nothing really crazy about it at all. We're just going to go ahead and chuck in 2 logs just there. We're going to break that lower one and add one in there again. This one just here. Come across here and do the same thing and break that one just there, and then all we're going to do is simply use some oak stairs and bring them in just like so, and come across to about there. We're going to leave this side blank here. We're going to add like a little chimney in there. I think it could look pretty cool, and bring this over all the way just to there. Nice. And then we can go ahead and do the same thing again with our logs in this corner, and this one, break that one, and then pop you there, and you just here. Nice. There we go. So we can go ahead and do our chimney. Why not? We already have the the area ready to go. So it's kind of like, it's not a very intricate design like by any means at all. We're just going to go ahead and place a cobblestone on the inside just here. We're going to come up again and bring it out one, and then up again, and that would pretty much do what's just there. We're going to go ahead and get a campfire. We're going to pop that one down there and trapdoor this top kind of area. There we go. Nice. Okay, so for some extra detail, you can get rid of those, and we'll get some stairs in here. We'll get some cobblestone and some slab. You can throw like an upside down stair in just there, and we can come over this side and just slab that up there. So it kind of like adds a different thickness to either side, and then we can just put our stairs in just here and there. You might want to go ahead and slab that one just up as well. Maybe adds a little bit of structural support to it. But that's that there looking pretty cool. Nothing too crazy as well. And this for this top one here, we're going to add like a little bit of windowsill. It kind of does look a little funky, don't get me wrong. So we're just going to add 2 spruce logs this here. We're going to do upside down. We're going to break this one here and do another upside down just there. And then for this side here, we're just going to do a regular stair slab, and then we'll do the same on this side as well. So we do a regular, and we'll place just a temporary block just there, upside down, break, and upside down. There we go. On this side here, we can just go ahead and add in our filler stair, hopefully just in there, and then we can go ahead and just probably add in our 2 stairs just here and here. here. There we go. And we'll just add one more on top just to finish it off like that. Maybe we'll slab it actually. There we go. So you can just go ahead and slab that one just there. Now to break this roof up a little bit more, what you can do is just bring in some just regular oak planks and just chuck in a few around the place. You know, it adds like a little bit of extra something or other. There we go, we'll put one there and we'll do one over this side as well. And then you can just throw some slabs in on the roof if you want to as well. It just kind of adds a little something, you know, nothing too crazy, but you know, you can just add a few of these around the place. It kind of makes the roof look a little bit more broken in those kind of places. We can go ahead and add in our two pieces just up this way and up in there. Some nice little rooftop lighting, and then we can come inside and add in our glass windows, and there we go. Just like that. Nice. Okay, for the roof here, I think we might change up what we did just before. So we're going to go ahead and remove these two steps just in here. We're going to do a pillar this side, a stair that side, a stair that side, and then the same again on this lower end. Hopefully, if we can figure out how, we just get rid of that one and then do something like that. Maybe break you off. And that there is looking pretty funky at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and do the same on the other side. Just place in your stair just there. We're going to add a trapdoor. And this one here, you just want to kind of like squat duck it, and there we go. That there is the roof all done. I don't know if, you know, it's very questionable to say the least. I don't know. It's not my best at all, so don't judge me for that, alright? So now we can go outside and do our little bit of our tree stuff. So you would have got in when you started this build, you would have remembered that I said from the start that you needed a tree to start out your little project. So we're gonna go ahead and grow one just here. Okay, and then we can you guys would already have this here. You already have your bee little nest just here, and we can chuck in a couple of bees around. You know, they're out doing their thing. And go ahead and plow in some crops and things, you know, that we would have already gotten. We can throw in our water just in here, you know, put in our little wheat seeds and things, you know, get our nice self a little, you know, crop farm while we're here, getting some little sustainability and things, you know, why not? And then we'll just need to get some flowers that you should have like all around you and things, because you're in a flower forest, and we can just kind of spread them around the place, and these bees should just come over and, you know, be loving the place. There we are. So that's them all like looked after. We can throw in a couple more around here. There we go. Look at them just hanging out. We can throw in some low love hearts. This one here is already a baby, so we don't need to do that. And they just kind of fly around here, and every time they come out to, you know, get some flowers, they should fertilize your crops, you know, on the way. I'm pretty positive that's, you know, that's how it goes and how it works and things. So you can keep them there. You don't need to even worry about, you know, getting them out or anything. And then once you can go ahead and campfire that one up there, and it smokes them out and things. You could even drop it down one more if you wanted to, and kind of have it a little bit more enclosed, a little bit like this. And then you can throw in a trapdoor above it as well if you wanted. So you just do something like that. And then they will get calm, and they'll be nice and friendly for you when you want to, you know, harvest them for some honey. So that's that there done. You can do some like little house improvements and things just as you come over here. You can see I just kind of like, put in a little pathway, put in some flowers, you know, added some bushes and things, added some stone around the place. You know, you could do the same as what I did here and added like a nice campfire, a little chair set. And if you come inside, you can even do something like this, you know, get your nice bee carpet around. You got some furnaces, you got chests, you got storages, you got your bed, you know, a nice starter worthy base. If you want to do something a little bit more crazier with the leaves and things, you can do something like this one just in here, and, you know, add them up around the corner, hide some lights in the corner. We got some nice chests, we got a double bed in here. This one's a bit more roomier, so if you decide to do this, it's pretty much the same thing, just extend it a little bit either way, and then do the same kind of thing. But yeah, you know, hopefully you guys like this little tutorial. I mean, it is my first one ever, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. And you guys, if you use the build, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, you know, already got some bees and all that stuff, let me know as well. I haven't even got any myself yet in my survival world, but if you did want to check out what we've done so far, all of that will be on my channel, probably links down in the description as well. So yeah, thanks again for stopping by today's video if you did, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Later.